sleep when you can play Dom Team Death, the free-for-all, CTF and Sabotage. Man, I play them all from search up to headquarters, down the list of demolition. Objectively speaking, to win is my only mission. If I sin, it's not by omission of offering my team.
Alright, what the hell is up, YouTubers? This is Hardcore Gamer for Life, and I'm bringing you another video. This is the third edition of the Great Stakeout Takeout. Now, this one's going to be a domination on the map Summit. Now, I love shotties, but traditionally I played them in more, shall we say, less objective-oriented roles. You know, when it comes to domination, my strategy has generally not been to pull out a shotgun. But I decided, what the heck, I want to do a little something different for this episode of the Great Stakeout Takeout. I know my shotgun matches I tend to do in things like free-for-all and team deathmatch, and so I just wanted to branch out and see what I could do with a shotgun in an objective-based game type. Now, I'm not going to tell you that it wasn't a challenge, because it was, I ain't going to lie. But, you know, once I hit my stride and kind of found out what the key factors were in playing objectively with a short-ranged weapon, then, you know, I kind of hit my stride, and I'll share some things that kind of helped me, and hopefully they might help you as well if you're trying to take a shotgun or some similar short-range weapon into a scenario, say, such as Domination, where, you know, you got to play objectives. And one thing about that being that Domination, in particular, the objectives are right out in the open, and you have to sit on those objectives for some time, you know, depending on how many teammates you've got capturing that with you. And, you know, just not a good place to be with a shotgun in your hand. Now, I tend to be a pretty active capturer, and that can conflict when you've got a short-range weapon in your hand and you want to go jump on that flag, because everyone's got a shot at you. You don't have a shot at them, and that's not a good scenario to be in. That is not controlling the engagement in any way, shape, or form, and I don't recommend it. So what I found was that my shotgun, at least if I was going to play the objective in a more traditional role, that is to say jumping on flags, as I like to do, you know, rather than kill whoring, you know, which I like to do as well. I'm just not as good at it as jumping on flags, I ain't going to lie. But all the same, I found that it was easier to do on a smaller map such as Summit, with more cover, a map that, you know, is closer quarters, per se. And I found that works much better if you want to jump on flags and use the shotgun, because then you can, even around the flags, as you'll see during this match a couple times, you can keep most of those battles close quarters and have cover to you know, alleviate some of the sight lines where people might be seeing you while you're trying to capture these flags. And, you know, the Summit, perhaps Firing Range, are the couple of maps I can think of that have objective positions like this. Otherwise, I mean, most of the time you're looking at pretty wide open objective spots. So, you know, this particular strategy of jumping on flags with a shotgun, I don't know, I didn't find it to be very effective anywhere except for on these small maps. So let's talk about my perk loadout. I got Flak Jacket Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Tactical Mask Pro. Now that's my Domination setup, because, you know, Flak Jacket, for the fact that it saves you from a lot of explosions, and there's tons of explosives on a match of Domination, not to mention the Napalm Flame, which it also saves you from when you have it pro'd out. You know, and in addition to that, I've got Tac Mask Pro, which saves me from all the flashes and stuns flying around. It gives me a fighting chance rather than just, you know, being stunned and immobile or flashed and blind. People think that I am. They'll come around the corner at me, and I got a good chance of taking them out. So let's look at the kill streaks in this particular match that I'm using now. I'm using the Spy Plane, the Counter Spy Plane, and the SR-71. Now, we'll go into kind of my reasoning in that a little bit later, but that's the kill streaks I'm using in this round. Now, I got a few points I want to talk about when it comes to the Stakeout itself. Now, so far in this series, I've talked about shotgun gameplay a fair amount, but I don't really think I've touched too much on this actual gun, which is what this series is about. So, being the third episode, I might actually want to talk somewhat about this gun. So, first off, the Stakeout by far is the one that has the longest delay between shots, because of the pump action, making accuracy an absolute must with this gun. But it also has the longest, most consistent one-shot kill out of all the shotguns. Now, these factors, while making it more challenging to master than the other shotguns, also make it far more rewarding when you're doing well with this weapon. In my opinion, the Stakeout is probably the gun requiring the most skill to use effectively in all of Black Ops, unless you count horrid abortions like, the RPK or something. But out of all the guns that I consider to be good guns in Black Ops, this has got to be the most challenging one to use in my book. Now, I don't feel entirely comfortable running around in a match of Domination with this weapon, which is the reason that I'm running lower kill streaks than I normally would. It's also the reason I'm using only support kill streaks. Now, Hueys, dogs, they're all great, but kill streaks only do you any good if you actually reach them. If you're used to using a FAMAS or a AUG or a 74U, even if you can get dogs nearly every round using these setups, there's no shame in switching to a lower, more support-oriented kill streak when using a more difficult setup. I think you'll find it helps alleviate some of the frustration normally associated with more difficult setups. So guys, a couple minutes left in this video, and since I haven't for a while, I wanted to just thank you guys for subscribing to the channel, coming down on a regular basis, leaving comments, likes, favorites, all that stuff. It's really greatly appreciated. All the feedback from you guys is really greatly appreciated. Every comment is read, every message is read. I try to respond to every single thing anyone sends me. That's not, spam or whatever. I wanted to give you guys a big shout out, a big thank you to every one of my 400 plus subscribers. And, once we hit that 500, guys, tell your friends, because once we hit that 500, we're going to do some open lobbies. Also I'm linking my Twitter, my Facebook fan page, all that stuff in every video. So if you don't follow me there, we've got close to 10% of my people following me on Twitter. In addition to that, my Facebook fan page can be kind of cool to be subscribed to if you like to catch my videos and don't like to miss them in the shuffle of everything coming through your sub box. Because I know some of my subscribers have said, they've missed my videos, that haven't seen them coming through their sub box and stuff, and you can alleviate that problem simply by clicking on the Hardcore Gamer for Life Facebook page link in the description below, assuming you have a Facebook page yourself, which most people these days do. Just go ahead and like my Hardcore Gamer for Life page, and then instead of going to YouTube and trusting your subscription box, all you got to do is go to my page, Hardcore Gamer for Life. If it's something you like, it'll be right there, accessible on your home Facebook page. Go there. I'll always have my most current videos, the links to them on Machinima's Respawn Army, and any bumps you guys can give me down there will help me to become a Machinima director, and that's greatly appreciated. So guys, this has been episode 3 of the Great Stakeout Takeout Domination on Summit. Hope you enjoyed. As always, thank you so much for viewing. Please rate, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. Peace.
I made my way from UAVs to spy planes, Harriers to Blackbirds, PVR to file share. Keep it on the dial where you know that it's hot, cause you know that on my channel I upload a lot of videos of all different types of varieties.